For the sake of love and transparency, I decided to vlog a detailed video of this Nigeria has numerous number of healthy food. Hi guys, Lerato here. You're welcome back to another episode of the best South African. So today we are making moi-moi. I actually wanted to make this moi-moi in a live video, but because some of you might not be online, I decided to vlog it for you guys. So anytime just do well to like, comment, share, and add the video to your favorite. So anytime you want to cook this moi-moi, you just watch the video and go then again, for all my South African ladies, I want to learn how to cook any Nigerian food. Please do well to put your WhatsApp number on the comment section. Or you can rather send me a DM of your WhatsApp number so I can add you guys in my WhatsApp. This WhatsApp group is strictly for people that are learning. So back to what we are cooking today. Sit tight if you don't know the meaning of moi-moi. Moi-moi is processed from the one of the most important classes of food we have in the world. And that is beans. Beans is a protein-giving diet. So moi-moi is a beans powder made from a mixture of peeled beans or also washed beans. Before I embarked on this journey of cooking moi-moi, I first of all brought everything I will be needing for this cow skin is one of the most important things. I normally use my weekend to wash and parboil my cow skin so that I'll be using this cow skin is one of the healthiest protein you can use to cook, and that's why I have a lot of it. Ever since I stocked 2 cow skin in my house, like 2 full cow skin in my house. It has always been cow skin back to back until I made sure. So when I opened the freezer, it seems as if everything will frozen. So I added hot water. After that, I headed to start boiling my egg I'll be using to cook. Guys, this is a detailed video of how to cook. Not everybody will cool down or calm down to teach you how to cook moi-moi like this. So I started by bringing out like 2 cups of beans that I'll be using. There is always 2 things you can either cook with this washed beans. It's either moi-moi or akara. So akara is always a snack that you can use to eat bread, just like the way we eat chips and then moi-moi is just like a food that you will eat. You can always eat it with when pap. I mean pap, I don't mean pap you eat with chicken. I mean pap you eat like porridge. Or you eat it with custard or cold drink with juice. Guys, the first thing to do is to pick your beans properly to avoid stones. So after picking out the stones out of the beans, you soak that beans in a warm water. Then after like 15 to 20 minutes, you come and start washing the beans and squeezing it with your hands. But the African way, you see, this mortar is also a lifesaver. This mortar is the fastest way you can peel out the skin. But if you don't have this mortar, you just take out the water you used to soak that beans and start smashing and squeezing that beans. And as you are doing it, this is how it looks. You can see that the skin is coming out. We are doing this because we want the beans to be soft, and also when you blend your moi-moi, it will not turn black or any kind of color. So after squeezing for the first time, you can see this thing that is like that chaff. Is the main aim. That is what we want to take out of the beans. I pray this video is going to reach the people that demanded, because it takes a lot to cook moi-moi. But based on demand, these people actually demanded on my live video that I should cook. But because I've been lazy, I just say okay, no problem. I have to promise them. So when you squeeze this and you notice that the skin is too much of it, you have to add a lot of water and sieve it out. So now that we take out the first water, can you see that the beans is now changing color? The white color is coming out, and then the chaff. After sieving out the first chaff, you have to add the water again, and then once you add this water again, you continue squeezing until the remaining chaff will come out. You just have to continue doing this process. Also, you make sure the chaff and the skin of the beans is peeled out. And can you see that the chaff are the first thing that are going out with the water? Because this point they don't have the thing that has weight is now the beans, and the chaff they are just light. And that's why when we add excess water, it will flop up. At this point, we have to go ahead and start blending the beans. But then again, I have to tell you guys the ingredients. So over here is my egg, my ginger, my garlic, my fish, my curry. You don't need too much of spices for the only spices you might necessarily mean is just a little bit. I also have my salt, my seasoning. I have red, green, and yellow pepper, but you need more of red pepper, guys, and you need to blend it. So after blending it bit by bit, the first blend, this is what we got. It has to be very, very thick. At this point, we are going in with the second batch of the blending. We have to do this bit by bit until we get this. We don't have to blend everything together to avoid spoiling our blender. And also to get that smooth paste. Your moi-moi has to be very, when I mean smooth, it has to be as smooth as milk. And then when I mean thickness, it has to be as thick as my. So at this point, I was done blending the beans. I want to go ahead and start blending my blended the yellow and the green pepper a little because I don't want much of it, because the thing I needed here is my red pepper to give me a very nice color. And as you can see, this is the last thing I'm adding, and this is my red bell pepper. You can now see that the moment I added the red bell pepper, everything just changed colors, and this is exactly what I wanted. Maybe at this point you don't have a red bell pepper, you can replace it to your paprika, because you know paprika is made from natural red pepper. So instead of adding onga, you can go ahead and add your paprika. I also adjusted with seasoning cube and salt, and then crowned it all with my oil. In this pan, I have a boiled egg and these are the protein we'll be adding inside the moi-moi. Please let me remind you again, after blending my beans, I set it aside because I have a small blender. In Nigeria, we have a big machine called engine that you can use to blend everything. But because I'm using my blender and I wanted the moi-moi to be very, very smooth, that's why I went ahead to blend the beans separately. If not, I could have added everything together and blended. So I just want to remind you that I blended crayfish and onions. I added it. I also blended my yellow and green pepper a little bit. I added it. Then the last one to add my. I also blended my ginger and garlic. So I just want to use this opportunity to tell you guys everything I added. After that, I have to debone my fish and add it, mix everything together. So I still left some parts that I will be putting bit by bit. So when you're adding this seasoning to your moi-moi, remember you already season your fish with seasoning cube and salt. Just take note of it to avoid your moi-moi being too spicy. Once you're done mixing everything, test to see if the taste is okay. Start putting it in. If you don't want to to use plastic, you can use 4 if you know how to. Or you can use all this plastic plate that looks like the one I'm using to scoop the moi-moi in. So each scoop in a plastic, I'm going in with half of an egg and 1 quarter of fish. And after that, this is what we got, and this is how the moi-moi. And then when you're tying the moi-moi, don't tie it too close. Just have to give a space just like this, so that because this is beans, when it's cooking, it begins to rise, and then at that point, if you've watched this video at this point, I believe you learned something. Just tell me thank you in the comment section, and then remember to send me a DM if you want to learn more. And after cooking the moi-moi, this is what we got, and this is how I'll be having it with custard. You can actually eat this moi-moi with either custard, porridge, or so oats. Now that I open it, can you see the board? If you've watched this video up to this moment, thank you for watching. And at this point, we are going to call it a day. I will see you in my next video. Love you and bye. And follow for more of this.